One more time for Marcy. So I met Christy when she came to a workshop that I was doing on performance poetry, and I used to hold it down in my work's bookstore. This is also where I met Marcy. And I was very, very happy with how she would work on what we were working on, which sounds like, hey, that's why you're at a workshop, but it's not everybody does. So it was really good because I was kind of new to teaching workshops. But tonight we're going to celebrate these two books, but mostly this book. But so The Year Without You, parenthetically, She Holds My Heart. And Ending in My Heart, parenthetically, The Silences and the Spaces Between. And if you don't buy one before leaving, you're not a good person. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But without further ado, please put your hands together for Christy Merry.
Thank you so much, Tony. You can't tell people they're not good people. I won't be able to let you kind of see me.
It's joking.
Okay. So, let me see. Everything changed. I planned everything for outside, so I had like housekeeping items to tell you. The bathroom was in here, drinks were in here, and you figured all that out already, so skip that. The books, the first one is, let's see, let's straighten these out. Sorry, I'm that kind of person. I'll just put that one behind. No problem, it's okay. So we've got these two books, and the first one, just to explain a little bit, the back of it says The Story of a Heartbreak in 30 Days. So when I was in my early 20s, I got engaged and then unengaged. And the second book is called Handing You My Heart. It says on the back, the 7 years that followed. So as you can tell from that, there was a little bit more drama. All right, so that covers everything from that book. So I was going to say, in case anyone, I was going to say there's going to be a 5-minute intermission between the two acts, and I was supposed to have five of my books while I said this. So I'm going to run over here and come right back. Okay. So just to give you an idea, this is the first book I published. It's not available anymore other than on Kindle for $2.99. And I'm going to do an intermission between sharing from Handing You My Heart and or The Year Without You and Handing You My Heart. So during that time, you can get drinks, go to the bathroom, escape if you need to. Whatever you need to do. This is sad poetry. If you can't take it, there's no judgment. Anyway, so the second book that I published was this one, Fly Free. It's kind of a little bit more about social issues or whatnot. It's shorter. That's the cheap one. It's $5. And Before Cancer Comes For Me is mostly about cancer, grief, and death. It's very cheerful. But anyway, if anybody, I do have a sale tonight where if you want to buy or not that one because that's on Kindle, all 4 of them, this one ends up being free. So it would be 3 $10 books, and the $5 book would, if you get all 4, no charge. So $30. Anyway, so I just wanted to tell you that sale, and I think that covers that. That was Darcy's intro, which Tony stole from me. But I do want to say, Marcy is awesome. We met at a book club at Eat My Words bookstore, and then we were in the Society of Puzzling People together, and we started watching Anne of Green Gables together, and we both love cats, and we're both poets, and she's a cool vegan person, and she has good parties at Thanksgiving and her birthday with great fun. So I love you, Marcy, and thank you for reading. Okay. All right, now that I have said that, I don't think I've thrown away any cards I need yet. Okay, good. So I think I can start here. The Year Without You. So as I said, It's the story of a heartbreak in 30 days. The picture on the cover is my niece, Michaela, and she stayed with me for like a week of the month that I was recovering from my breakup while my sister was in Mexico. And so that is what I'm referring to there. She is around 25 now, so you can tell that some time has passed all of these. But so I've recovered. I'm now happily married, for those of you that don't know. So Tom, my husband's right over there. So.
That's the second.
Don't worry too much about me. It's been a while. All right. So I'm going to read some poems throughout. I thought we don't have enough time for me to read every single bit. But May 7th, 1999. We are rearranging rooms, rearranging perspectives. We will never see things the same again. I put my new face behind purple lipstick and exchanged my pear scent for gardenia. We look to a world that is more than each other, that always has been, and now for this hour excludes each other, embarking on two separate roads that may or may not merge, somewhere beyond the horizon, beyond what we can see. The picture there is by my friend Zeb Telfer, who I met like the week after college, and we were standing at a wedding together, and he's an amazing photographer, so these books are full of his stuff. So he lives in Colorado, and I was like running a cafe up here. I made him come to Minnesota to do a photo show because I liked his stuff so much. Anyway, May 13th, 1999. I miss the days when I couldn't keep earrings in my ears for kissing you, when every night promised at least an hour with you in my arms, or at least cradled in the receiver in my hands, telling me your secrets. I miss shooing the cat away for the promise of you, looking out the window at the street, hating every car that did not bring you to my door. I even miss your eagerness to know my favorite color, silly boy. Didn't we know we could not hold the wind in our hands? It blows wherever it pleases. I wish that you knew that sometimes I remember. I wish you knew how much I do not regret. I cannot regret. Let's see. No need to clap, that's kind of awkward.
I like it.
Okay, you can if you want. I can't stop you. All right, May 20th, 1999 was. Half of you is Bonnie Buick, arguing with God, bitter in heart. She is the sister who shows you pictures and insists on your destiny. Last night, by the lamplight, she became a monster and was murdered by an assassin who took her for me or you. Now I wonder if, minus that half, with only a faint remembrance of a promise and sans despair and rage at the loss, you will still love me. Our library is the only place we will meet now. Shall I only find your name in books? The shrouded sky will not answer. This next one, maybe one of the shortest ones, May 20th, 1999 too. I don't own you. You are not my boyfriend for hire. I don't put in the right amount of change and find that you love me. And my friend Michelle drew this picture of a parking meter for that one. She's an artist I was friends with in New York, Michelle Hahn, now Michelle Hahn, of course, Italian. May 12th, 1999 too. Child squirrel tiptoeing through the garden's compost on a hunch. He puts his nose in the earth. Gulls fly above and I wonder at their beauty. Reminds me of Chicago, my last night. The boy who walked forward fully clothed to become more part of it than he could otherwise. Later in the hospital, after they had found him shivering beneath the dock, he promised to confess his reasoning. A nurse came then and took him before he could speak. She said he needed to sleep. And there's a squirrel picture. This is the squirrel on the free bookmarks on your tables. And this was drawn by, I worked at the HSBC Amana Global Properties Income Fund, and my manager, my boss, not only was smart with money, but he was also an accomplished artist. So one day he just kind of leaned over my cubicle, and I was probably working on this on my break, and he said, "How can I help?" I said, "I need a Beatrix pottery squirrel." And a couple days later, he came back from a conference call and gave me a couple. So this was the one I chose. But that's some good luck to have an artist for the boss when you're working for a fund. So let's see, skipping a few. All right, this one pertains to the cover subtitle here. May 23, 1999. I want my mommy. Plaintive, repeated as many times as breath and pause will allow. I shudder, her foolish sorrow bleeding into prophecy as I kneel to gaze into the watery pupils of each eye, plumbing their depths for the timetable of God. I want my mommy. And I want you. You who have left my world so early. A 3 a.m. departure when the day had seemed so close at hand, only a couple of hours off. I try not to remember the miles I rode on this child's nightmare of fears. I want my mommy. I reach my arms around her, but she holds stiff. Her child knowledge braced against my promises, the faith I've learned no comfort in this moment's grief. I have no guarantees you will come home when this day's work is done. I shall wait anyway. She holds my hand. I'm going to hand this one. May 24th, 1999, 2. I bought myself yellow roses today. Yellow roses for hope and because I deserve it. The man who bagged my groceries told me I had gorgeous eyes and a beautiful smile and told me I was going to be all right. He must have seen that I was sad. I thanked him, but when I got to the parking lot, I cried anyway. So I shared that because the roses come up in this next poem. So this is like the most goth place I go in the book, where these are pictures of me and my great-grandmother's black wedding dress and whatnot. So here we go. May 26, 1999. I lay awake, pretending to sleep, pretending I am fine. A month should be enough to recover from a lifetime of hopes broken. A month should be enough. Yes. 1 month past the day we break up, I shall go to a wedding alone with my sister and with my memories. I don't know why that is. Why this timing? What are you saying to me, Lord? Will you make yourself clear? I am thin enough now to fit in my great-grandmother's wedding dress. It was black. It seems so fitting. The yellow roses in my window ought to be black. The sky outside with the shining sun, all of it should be shriveling and dropping from the trees. I should be 6 feet underground, quiet and dark, my head shaved, my flesh wasting away until hundreds of me can fit in the black great-grandmother's wedding dress. Don't worry about me, I said. I don't want to be treated like I am fragile. I'm not sure I can be broken anymore. Rather, I am delicate and can be blown like dandelion fluff from your hand to wander the earth on the wind. May 28, 1999 1. 5, 6.5 hours. Each night I am robbed of the 2 or 3 extra hours that would prevent my time spent awake from being the struggle that it is. 5, 6.5 hours pass quickly, and unremembered make me wonder if they have happened at all. The chill air climbs trees, whispers me awake. Give me another couple. May 28, 1999 4. I hold a dead dream in my womb, stillborn, and I wait for it to come out of me so that I can bury it. May 29, 1999 2. The book The Year Without You, which I expected to write anticipating a miracle, died tonight, 1 month past its birthing. The only children we will have shall be the fruits of our honesty, which will nourish many. We will both come to the pond, come to God, and lay down all we thought we wanted, for all we know we need. If you look for me, I'll be dancing. If I look for you, you'll be laughing. We have found our rest, and the only one we know will never leave. So that's that one, and you now have a 5 minutes.